I'm sure you've heard me mention several times about alters being in survival mode, and I wanted to go into a little bit about that. This is going to be very brief, just because the idea of survival mode is very simple. If you have ever watched videos of people coming back from Vietnam, and then you see them try to function in normal society, or normal in society, you see that they have a very hard time, just because they're still there. Their mind is still in Vietnam. They're still in the war zone. They're still fighting against insurgents, and they're still fighting against people that are trying to harm them. It's exactly what the alters are doing. They don't quite understand, because their memory process and their thinking process is so much different than ours. And they function on that idea that in any second something's going to happen. In any second I'm going to be called into duty. In any second, there's going to be danger, and there's going to be foreseen adversaries that I have to come out and I have to protect the core personality. That is how they're functioning. So when you think about the different steps to go to work towards cooperation, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, that they're still functioning in the idea that you are still with the abuser, or that the abuser is still in your life. You still have communication with the abuser. Also, voices of your abusers can be triggers for your alters. Also keep that in mind. Once you have achieved a working system that is working all together to become a functioning system, they will step out of the survival mode, and they'll start functioning as
less panicky.
Less panicky. Thank you.
They won't be so fight or flight all the time.
Yes, I agree 100% with that. And just understand, just be there for them. I know that it's very scary. Gosh, I know what it's like. I was in denial for 2 years. My system was in survival mode until I was 27 years old, just before I started gaining cooperation. So I was now keep in mind, I was diagnosed in 2001. I was just about to turn 21 when I was diagnosed. So for the 6 years, okay, for 6 years, they were in complete survival mode. And for those 6 years, I wasn't around them. I wasn't around the abusers all the time. So it took that long. Now I'm not saying that this is how long it's going to take for you. I'm not saying that this is how long it's going to take for your system to grasp that they no longer have to be in that survival mode. Every system is different. Just be patient with them. And I know I know it always seems like I'm like, hooray for the altar, woo! And I am. I'm an advocate for the altar, because they get such a bum rap all the time. They're not trying to harm anybody, okay? They're acting on instinct. They're acting on, as Melissa said, that fight or flight, panicky state of mind.
Shell-shocked.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. They're shell-shocked. Post-traumatic stress syndrome, okay? That's how they are. That's how they're functioning right now, especially if you're freshly diagnosed or haven't been diagnosed yet. Just be patient with them. They're, as much as you're trying to regain that stability in your life, so are they. Okay? And I really do hope that these 3 videos that I've done tonight will somehow help you understand their thought processes as from an alter's point of view. And absolutely, if you would like one of my alters to come out and kind of explain how they feel absolutely message me, and we'll see who could come out and do that for you. And we are taking requests. You can ask for Richie. You've seen one of his videos. You can ask for Harry or Lauren or Beth or someone new that you haven't seen yet. I really do hope this helps. Have a good night.